We actually spoke with Nick Diaz a few minutes ago, right before our interview began with you, and we actually asked him about, how he feel about fighting UFC 202.
He made no sense.
I was about to say, some of that I didn't get it.
I got to go, but he don't want to go. He made pay-per-view without the go, and he don't do anything I do in training, so we'll see how they go. You're not me. You don't supposed to do what I do in training.
That's true.
I think Nick Diaz is a great fighter. If he realized that I actually was giving him credit, and I was actually wanting to fight him because he's one of the best welterweights in the history of the sport, I think his answer would have been quite differently. But it just shows you that his IQ outside of fighting is not extremely high.
Wow.
I think actually I might end up getting an opportunity to fight Georges St. Pierre, which is going to be a bigger payday.
Wow.
So he can go fight for a non-plastic belt against somebody else. He might have walked his way out of, several seven figures. He said he wants to fight the best, and he's seen my fights, and he's seen what I do, right? Me and him were supposed to fight in Strikeforce before he went over to the UFC. So if he acts like I'm not a worthy opponent, or if I'm a person that doesn't pose certain threats, I do. Georges St. Pierre beat him, took him down, controlled him. Georges St. Pierre doesn't have the power I possess. He don't have the ability to close that gap as we saw in my last fight. Either one of those fights makes sense to me. They're both tough opponents. They know I'm no walk in the park. I'm just trying to get paid. I'm going to be straight up.
Wow.
And I think the Georges St. Pierre fight is a little bit closer than Nick Diaz's fight.
If you like what you just saw, videos, great stories, and crazy photos, we've got more like it every single night on TMZ Sports on FS1.